Good evening, I'm Giuseppe Basile. I'm the analyst and trader you can find at the website www.fibstalker.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the at Fibstalker nickname. Good evening, today is Friday, March the 21st, 2014, and it's 15 past midnight here in Toronto. And I'm going to provide to you in this video a quick review of the first four markets: the Euro-Dollar, Forex pair, the S&P500 mini future, the dollar index futures, and the gold as usual. So let's start from the Euro-Dollar here. In the last few weeks, we saw this sequence of measure move higher. Starting from these lows, there was a first traditional measure move, which hit target, followed by another lows to highs here, which actually worked well. And price went to this first target, and there was a correction here, but the next measure move was not from new lows to highs, but for some reason this market came back and did not even trade the same anchor new low. So the reason for this is the news that we have witnessed in the last few days and weeks, and we know that when that happens, program trading has to realign with price after the move higher or lower. Anyway, the market got into this second target, as you can see here, 139.02, and we got the last trade higher from highs to highs. I actually recommended this trade, and this trade went to the first target. You will remember, those who follow me will remember this, 138.43 to target 139.81, and then we had the next sequence measure move in the sequence from highs to highs, and initially this held. So I mentioned that the market could actually continue higher into the 141, and then there were news coming in with tapering being continued in the US. So we saw actually the dollar moving higher, and the euro actually put this big move lower here. Now yesterday, if you saw the video, I recommended two levels to watch. The one was the previous lows to lows, but the market never got there, and the other one was actually the price that traded today, and this gives us a nice sequence now. And if you traded, congratulations if you traded this level, the 138.44, so we're pricing to 137.92 and 137.66. Now the next measure move in the sequence would come from these lows to lows, but as you can see here, it has broken already, which means that the sequence of measure move lower is interrupted. So although there is a possibility for this market to continue lower into 137.35, eventually I believe we are going to get a retracement, and as we go higher, there are two other levels that we will need to consider. The lows to lows, if we get a very shallow retracement, that's the level that we are going to monitor closely, or the highs to lows, in case price of the euro retraces this 138.57 will be a very good high level probability trade for the euro here. So these are the two levels to watch: 138.14.10 and 138.50 are the levels to watch for a continuation short here. The continuation short will be from the level where the retracement will stop to the all the way halfway back here, which is from lows to highs. So If we get a retracement, that is going to be a selling opportunity into 137.22. Moving to the SP500, this market found the resistance yesterday. This level is 1864, and he also offered a free risk trade here with opportunity for 2 to 3 reward to risk trade. But clearly the move stopped, and the move stopped at another very important level, which is the lows to highs. As you can see here, there was participation at this level, and eventually the sequence of measure move on the 15 minutes failed, and so this we have always to look at what happened to the other side of the trade, and actually there were bulls here at 1845 ready to buy this market and push it higher. So if we look at the 15 minutes, let's study the 15 minutes, and we will see that of course there is a structure on this market, although not always easy to spot, but we had a dirty setup here. It broke it, but then eventually price continued lower. But the most important thing is that it continued way lower into that level of support on the daily, which is located here, and it went through the second target. So we could make the case that even if we are considering traditional measure move here, we saw the failure. So this failure was an indication that actually this support that we saw on the daily was actually a valid support. So at the moment, this market on the 50 minutes is trading the continuation long from lows to highs here, and we traded during the trading day, at the end of the trading day here, and the first target is going to be this 1868, so a continuation higher for the SP500. The dollar index obviously was continued its strength, so we noticed this double bottom here, which was actually not caused by the fact that there were lows here, but by the fact that there was added participation here after the Fed continued tapering. So this move higher suggests that we could get a continuation. It happened in the past as well, so we could just continue higher here. And however, this market is now at resistance, which is this 80.52 level, and there is a possibility for this market to retrace. To understand where we're going to retrace, it's good to study the 4-hour chart and then the the 15 minutes. The 4-hour chart, unfortunately, is not giving us a lot of information, because when we trace from highs to high here after this big move higher, we see that the market didn't get into this level. So we need to go and study the 15 minutes, and the market actually traded into that level that I provided yesterday with a front run. We have already to consider front run of a few pips, and this level was the highs. Sorry. It was not no, it was not this level. Clearly there is a similar formation in other markets, that's why I got confused, but here clearly there was another level that is trading, and there's not a lot of structure in this price, but clearly we saw price being supported here at 80.09 and brought into 80.32 and 80.44. And when we trace the next measure move, we saw that this measure move failed now, right at that resistance. So although this market is not liquid as other markets, we saw a 15 minutes failure of this move higher here. So we are going to get a retracement. This retracement could actually come um, in the coming 2 coming days, starting tomorrow probably, and could bring price on Monday into this 80 10, where we could see a continued move higher, which would mean a continued move lower from the euro dollar. And I want to show you what is the value that the anchor that corresponds to the 79.68 for the euro dollar. This is the lows to lows, so this is the anchor, and that's so according to what the dollar is showing at the moment, it looks like that the retracement for the euro is going to be very shallow, and the first target is right at that level of support, and if you continue lower, we are going to challenge this second level, which is very important. Below this level we have the potential to retrace all the way to previous lows and continue lower. And moving to the gold, you will remember that in this market we've been looking at an extension long. This market started trading in extensions and then in a very aggressive way, so that basically the program trading actually changed the anchor, and we saw price then trading into this one 1319 here, and moving higher into first and second target, and at some point the continuation higher failed. We saw price actually failing the next measure move, and that was at that first bar, red bar there, and I mentioned one level of that program trading is certainly looking at, and this is what we're trading at the moment, is this highs to highs. We saw participation around and below this 1333. We saw some participation yesterday here, and today there was a consolidation, an indecision here, as we can see. And when we study the 4-hour chart, it does again, I mean, the structure does not help us here, and so we need to there's no enough structure here. There is a straight move lower, so we need to go and study what happened in the 15-minute chart. But the 15-minute chart for gold mini futures, it's actually very well structured, and so when we don't find structure in the 4 hours, then we move into the 15 minutes and showing you the first measure move, first and second target, and the next measure move in the sequence was from these lows to lows, and as you can see, price continue to respect this this second setup here, and the reason for that is that these markets are governed by program trading, and you have to we have to live with that. And the next measure move came same anchor new lows here, and eventually brought price into participation here and brought price into first and second target. And the next sequence in the next measure move in the sequence was this, and as you can see, again the extension traded nicely, bringing price into again first and second target. After we reached second target, we had the violation of this sequence, and price violated this sequence and then eventually went into the first target and bounced. So at the moment this market is bouncing now. Where it could go, potentially can actually retrace all the way halfway back, and we will need to see how this market behaves when we get there at this 1355. I hope this video is useful. I hope you liked it and it will be helpful for your trading. Thank you for sticking around and watching this video, and chat to you soon. Bye bye now.